Hey y'all,
What's up?
it's Shorty,
And Donnie.
and it's Donnie,
Oh,
and it's the Realty Show.
and it's Brandy, right, bitch.
Best friends. So today's topic is about really a general sense of being aware.
Well, I came up. This is my own personal topic. About having pause. Having transgender, friends and like you being in them being in your presence and in your circles, and you go out in public as a lesbian, a gay man, or anything other than T. I think a lot of times we're unaware of how we may kind of like affect the environment around us and kind of put certain people like in I don't even know, like I can't even say in danger, but just like how we put them in certain situations where, society or whatever people around may question someone else's sex because of how you're acting. As gay men, I know that we like to just kind of live our lives, whether that be out loud in the closet or as discreet as possible. It's great, but I think like having transgender women, I know for me, it's been kind of different because I never had a transgender friend, and Shorty is my first transgender friend, and you really have to just kind of just be mindful of where you're at and how you're acting, because before then it just be me and the other gays, like, bitch, we just go out and we do what we want to do, and we be like, girl, please. But now, like, you really have to just be careful about that, because it's not as safe and everybody and as accepting as we say it is. It's just accepting for the G and the L. We have yet to get to the transgender movement and empower them as well as we could, or empower them as much as we empowered ourselves. So,
I'm just grateful that I have friends that's aware of that. And like, I think this is the first time for all of us as collectively to experience that. Like, of course I experience on the everyday level, but they just never been like, well, damn, you really have to go through some shit to just be who you are. Like, one thing for them, it's just like they get the stares or whatnot, but they don't get the in-depth of like the sexual assault or all of that, the pressure of just really having guys at your throat, or just feeling unsafe all the time. Or even for me, whenever we go out, I'm always cool to go out as whatever, because this is me, and they can just be keying and doing whatever they do, but it won't be addressed to them. Like, the first instance they gonna look at is me, to feel like I'm the poster child, or I'm the first person of what everything looked like. Like, I could just sit there and be quiet, but naturally they gonna look at me and be like, oh, she the gayest bitch out of them all, just because how she dressed. And I could be remotely not even saying anything or engaging in the keying session, but just because that behavior is displayed, I'm gonna get the end of it. And I think that's that whole femininity component in it, to be like, oh, the more feminine you are, the more messy you are, the more stigma you have about yourself.
and the way femininity is viewed in society is just like, it's kind of weak and puny, and you can just trample over it. So, let alone the fact that, I'm gay and feminine, and me and my friends are gay and feminine, and we have a transgender woman with us. It's just, it kind of like makes for it. It just seems kind of like, it's just, we kind of, not to be in the literal sense, we kind of like clock her teeth, like us keying and being loud, and it's okay to be gay. But like, certain things will be considered extra gay, like you just doing extra amount of work to be noticed, or for somebody to look at you like, bitch, you gay. Like, and then you have a transgender woman with us. It's just kind of like, when we first were seeing it was like, oh, it's 4 gay men and a girl. But once we get the loud keying and carrying, she may not even be participating, but she could just be sitting with us. It's just like, wait a minute, they loud and gay,
and she
just
oh,
so
wait.
she must be.
Okay.
Oh hell no! Nah. And then we got the shake your head and that's the man and all of that. So I think just being aware, like it's okay to have a good time, but know when you doing the most.
And I never want my friends to feel like they can't authentically be themselves. Cause bitch, I'm gonna be right there with you. We gonna have a good time and die. But it's different now because it's like I don't want it to be a division because I'm a girl and they gonna figure out, oh, that's not you. No, because regardless of the fact that they're my friends and these are the people that I enjoy hanging out with, and regardless to what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna disrespect me and you're not gonna disrespect them. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You get, and the sad part is, even though I'm the only girl out of my group, I am the most aggressive one out of my whole clique. And a lot of times it makes me to be as a girl to be like, you shouldn't be so defensive. But I can't help it because my views of what I experience in life is different from them. So I know the only way to shut that shit down is to meet them right where they are and be just as aggressive and ignorant as they is. And they keep it moving.
And me personally, I am not a very good, I am an enabler. So
yeah.
I have a tendency, if it's me and Shorty, we probably need a third party because me and Shorty are not very good at
stopping ourselves.
Yeah.
We can't censor ourselves. Like, it's just real.
So when she's on 10, I'm like on 9. And it's just like after 8, I'm not trying to cool nobody down. I'm like, bitch, it's just time to go and do what the fuck we gotta do. So I just think like having a nice mix of friends is great, and also being aware about the gender and the gender expression of people that are in your circle when you're about to engage in society, because the gay rights movement, the transgender movement is not done yet.
And if you are a group of friends and y'all have a transgender female in y'all group, stick up for her. Like, don't let her feel like it's bad enough that she's the only one in the group, but it's worse if society sees that y'all don't defend each other. Regardless whether it's transgender and boys or boys on boys or all lesbian, y'all have to be able to be a unified front and stick up for each other and not let people feel like they can say whatever they want to say to y'all, because that's what, if they see that it's okay to say that, they're going to feel like to every gay person that's what they can do and that's the behavior and the outcome they're going to do.
And you really have to look at it. Like, for us gay men, we go out in public and it's just like, oh, they gay as hell. Or they gay. But for a transgender woman, they're instantly viewed as, some of them, are instantly viewed as, oh, that's a girl, oh, that's a woman. But
as soon as
something go wrong, it's like, oh, that's a man. And then it ignites something in people because it's different from when you initially know something. Like, they initially know that that's a gay man, but for a transgender woman, it's like, they initially think that's a woman, and they would be correct, that is a woman. But for their ignorant brains, when something clicks and they like, oh, wait. Then they have to go, oh, that's a man. And now they feel like they've been tricked. And you discrediting
everything that this young lady just built to. And for that, don't disrespect. Because naturally, you didn't already try to approach this female in some type of way. Or, I don't know. But just be mindful. That's all I say.
Yeah. So that's been the Therealteashow, you guys.
Thanks, Donnie, for the topic.
Of course. Love you.
Share, comment, inbox.
Oh, like. Oh, and follow us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still twerking for Jesus.
I'm Shorty the Playmate, and the is THA.
Oh, yeah. So just hit us up and stuff. Inbox us with more topics and shit, y'all.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you more.